One of the final steps, getting my passport photos.
You just need the 2 photos?
That's just 2, that's all I need. Thanks very much.
$12.68.
Another 12 bucks. Nothing cheap. And so all in all the fees will end up costing me more than 200 bucks. And my gun was $250, so it's just a little bit less than what the gun actually costs. So it's time consuming and expensive. Excellent. Thanks much. Appreciate it. Take care.
Have a good one.
All right. All right, well, this should be one of my last trips back to police headquarters. As a matter of fact, this is my second to my last trip, I think. I have my notarized form stating that I qualify, that I haven't been convicted of any felonies, don't have a mental defect, have never been convicted of prostitution. I'll show it to you here. And it basically says I haven't been convicted of a fine, I'm not under indictment, I have not been acquitted of any criminal charges by reason of insanity, I have not been voluntary or involuntary committed to a mental hospital. I have not been found negligent in a firearm mishap. I've never been convicted of prostitution, and everything that I state here is true. I then signed that. Didn't have to pay for a notary because there's a notary who works in my office, so saved myself a couple of bucks there. So I bring this back to police headquarters, and of course my 2 passport-sized photographs. Hand these off. I should get my approved registration form. Then we're off to Mr. Sykes' office. So here we go. Sealed, approved, I'm good to go. Here we are back at Mr. Sykes' undisclosed location. I have my registration application. It is approved by the police department, has my picture on it. I have to keep this with me at all times if I want to buy ammunition, if I want to transport the handgun anywhere. So now I will take this into Mr. Sykes' office. He'll give me my handgun, and that'll be it for my transaction with Mr. Sykes. Then we're back off to the police station for ballistics testing. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. There it is, wrapped in a plastic black bag. How conspicuous is that? It is October 1st. I purchased the gun on July 17th. So 2.5 months later, just about, I finally have gun in hand. A lot of that delay was because Mr. Sykes just wasn't open for business in the first several months. But regardless, this is a process that is going to take people several days, if not a week or more, to go through before they're able to purchase a gun and then actually bring a handgun home. But I will give you a quick peek here at my new used Smith & Wesson .38 caliber revolver. I gotta tell you, it's cold and it's heavy. Wow. All right, let's get out of here. It's not very far between Mr. Sykes' office and the police station, so it didn't take us much more than a few minutes to get over there, pick up the handgun, and bring it back here to the police station for my last trip here for the ballistics testing. This is really the last step in the process. One thing that I will note, as if you look around with the camera, parking is almost non-existent here. All these cars that you see that are parked belong to police officers because this is police headquarters, and the courthouse is here. So most of this parking here is occupied by law enforcement officers who are here on official business. The few metered parking slots down in front of the courthouse, a few blocks, about a half a block away, are always occupied. So you're either going to have to pay at a parking lot, get lucky and find something on the street, but whatever, parking is at a premium. Very hard to find a parking space down here. And as the officer behind the counter told me, he wouldn't suggest transporting my weapon, or anybody transporting a weapon, using public transportation, metro or metro bus. But here we are. I'm on my way inside, and this should be it. So it's about 1 o'clock. They have the gun. They're doing the ballistics test. Let's go get a sandwich. They said it should take about 30 minutes. It is October 1st. It was July 17th was the day that I bought the gun out in Maryland. Maryland. So after one trip to a gun store out of state, 4 trips to police headquarters here, 2 trips over to Mr. Sykes' office in Anacostia, a trip to the photo place to get my passport photos ID, a trip to a notary public, which in all honesty was just downstairs from my office. I finally have my handgun. They placed it in a inconspicuous manila envelope because they didn't want me carrying around the plastic baggie that I had. So it's been checked for ballistics. It's mine. I have my registration. I have the handgun, and that's it. So after 4 trips here, 2 trips to Sykes, a trip to the gun store, a trip to the photo office, a trip to the Notary Republic, almost $200 in fees on top of the cost of the gun, and nearly more than 2 months later, here I have it. Again, the major delay that took 2 months was really because Mr. Sykes, the gun dealer, was not open for business for the first 2 months that guns were legal here. So that should greatly reduce the time, but it's certainly going to take the normal person who has a job and other things to do with their lives. It's going to take them several days, if not a week or more, to work through the whole process of buying a handgun if you're a DC resident. So that almost ends the journey for this gun. Its next stop will be the Firearms Museum, where we'll donate it to the National Firearms Museum.